Hey guys, Casey with CrossFit Ridge City here. We are getting excited about the Ridge City Grind coming up in under a month. And I just wanted to put out a video showing you the movements that are going to be required at the beginning of each lap. So if you're not aware, I hope you are. But before each running lap, we are going to have to complete a fitness movement. This year, those movements are going to be a little bit more extensive than last year. It's going to be most every movement or exercise will be more like a small workout. It'll be 2 to 3 rounds of some combination of movements. And I wanted to put those movements out here. Now, these are not in any specific order. These movements will be mixed and matched together into rounds or and different rep schemes for you to complete prior to each lap. So wanted to get this to you so that you can go over these movements. Now I will tell you, there are some movement requirements. There's some range of motion standards that we are going to implement this year. So bringing it into the CrossFit space, not just a running event, though it is primarily running. We want you to understand that we value range of motion and we value full range of motion movements. And so we're going to implement some requirements on those. There will be judges on the course for the exercises to make sure that you are upholding those standards. Now, they are not crazy. They are reasonable for sure. And but they may challenge you, and that's okay. So, and if at any point you struggle, we'll adjust with that. We will work. You'll have to work with your team to figure those things out, and then continue on through the race. So we are excited to see this change and this add-on this year. Again, similar layout, but picking it up just a little bit. And I don't think it's nothing to be scared of. It's going to be a great time, and it's all very accessible. A couple of things to note. We do have a ruck division this year. These movements are going to be generally the same movements, but there will be some adjustments made for the ruck division. So if you're wearing a rucksack, there will be some adjustments that aren't shown in this video for you to complete those movements prior to each lap. You may be doing these movements while wearing a ruck. You may be subbing out the external load and using your ruck for that external load. Just kind of depends on one, weather and safety for a couple of things. I'm going to be playing with that over the next couple weeks. So anyways, we're pumped about it. We're so excited. I'm hoping the weather is going to be like it is today, 60 something and outside. So anyways, if you got any questions, feel free to email me or message us on Instagram or Facebook, and be practicing these things and making sure that you can hold the standard. So we'll see you guys in a few weeks. I wanted to pop in on each of these movements and add just a little bit. Plate ground overhead. We're touching the ground with a plate and extending it overhead. Guys will use a 45, ladies a 35. Dumbbell shouldered overhead. Men will use a set of 30s, ladies a set of 20s. We may use a sandbag here instead of the dumbbells, so be prepared for a minor adjustment there. Burpee broad jumps will be going for a set distance. You will be required to touch your chest and your thighs on the ground and then jump as far forward as possible, completing that distance. No stutter stepping. Next, we have dumbbell box step overs. This may be a sandbag as well versus a dumbbell. And all you're doing is stepping across the box. Both feet must touch the ground on each side. You don't have to touch both feet on top. We'll be on a rower a little bit. You'll be rowing for calories or meters. Get familiar with one of those if you're not. Next, we'll be doing burpees over the rower. This will be something just like the burpee broad jump, chest and thighs on the ground, so fully laying on the ground. And then step or jump over the rower. It's up to you. I do not care. We just want you to get to the other side to count the rep. Next, we have med ball throws. We're going to be using a 20-pound med ball for guys and a 14-pound med ball for ladies. And just like burpee broad jumps, you're going to be completing a set distance of these throws. Next, we'll have sandbag bear hug carries. Same thing. You'll pick up the sandbag, hold it across your chest in a bear hug fashion, and walk or run. Squats. We will be squatting, and we will hold range of motion standards here. Full extension of the hips at the top and touch the med ball at the bottom. Sit-ups, hands touch the floor above your head. Feet can do anything. Hands can move. Get your shoulders forward of your hips at the top of the rep for it to count. That's the big key there. Next, we've got bear crawls. This is a fun one because we can do bear crawls for a set distance, or we can do handstand walks. So if you have the ability to handstand walk, you can go at likely a shorter distance. You'll benefit from that instead of bear crawling, but that's that's an or movement. Also, we may have walking lunges. Walking lunges, the back knee touches the ground, full extension at the top.